I don't know how excited I am to make this video because I'm going to be honest, the original video made me uncomfortable. That's it. That's my intro. Hi, I'm Amanda. You're watching Swell Entertainment, and today we are talking about the male gaze, the female gaze, Kevin, and we'll throw POV in there because people were demanding that I also talk about how TikTok uses the term POV or point of view. Predominantly in this, we're talking about female gaze because that's kind of what brought this all about. Was this guy, Kevin, made a video, and then not everyone. The video scared me, okay? It freaked me out. If I was aware of a guy doing this to me as I was speaking to him, I would be like, I would think he wanted to wear my skin as a suit. I don't care if you do it. Just don't let me catch you, you know? I don't even like subtlety, when people are flirting with me. Be clear. Tell me what you want. Hi. I'm too aloof for this stuff. It just goes over my head. Just tell me. But that would scare me. All of this is kind of started, and this discussion has started because of this video from this guy, Kevin, on TikTok. And normally, I would never talk about someone's appearance in a video. It's just not something I would do. I don't do it. I don't say things on the internet that I wouldn't say to someone's face. And I would not critique someone's physical appearance to their face. So therefore, I would not do it in a video. However, this whole thing is around his appearance and how he portrayed himself in this video, and then how he then carried himself on forward. And so then people started talking about his appearance. And so I can't talk about this whole situation without talking about his appearance. You can choose to give me a pass or not. Normally, I would never speak like this about someone. I'm still going to try and do my best to be respectful. But, I can say personally, was not attracted to the original video. It made me uncomfortable. And then I was reading the comment section and all these girls were like, oh my God, he gets it. It's the female gaze. Oh my God, he's so hot. This is so sexy. Oh my God. And I was like, oh my God, am I gayer than I realized? Like, that's really what all of this made me think. I was like, God, do I need to reread the lesbian master doc? Is that what's going on here? Like, do I need to reevaluate my attraction to men? Like, that's because I genuinely thought I was missing something. Let's talk about the video from Kevin first. I think there's an audio on it that I can't play you, so we'll see how that goes, but let's talk about this. Here's the catalyst for this whole video, basically. Wait, was he banned? William bleep that. I can't swear this early in the video, but account banned. What happened? Oh, so apparently he got banned at the end of November. God, this is what happens when I'm dealing with stuff and then I'm late to topics. I should have made this video 3 weeks ago. Thank you, Lina Luz, for stitching the video, but I can't use the audio, but Lina Luz stitches a bunch of videos, it looks like, but she stitched this video. Basically, Boyfriend from Justin Bieber is playing. So have that in your mind as you watch this, but basically you're talking to Kevin at a party and then he finds you attractive. So he kind of like, how do I even describe this? Like, it's him being awkward and then fixing his collar and then kind of like getting bedroom eyes and then kind of checking you out and then getting caught and then or catching himself. And then I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Okay. And maybe it's just because I am not attracted to Kevin. Okay. Not even vaguely. And I think that's okay to admit. But there were people stitching this video saying, oh my God, he figured it out. This is what women want. This is the female gaze. Oh my God, it's the moment of confidence in the awkwardness. That's what women want. Kevin, just wait for this one, girls. Day 3 of me duetting my future lover till he notices. There's another video of him shirtless with a hat on. Is this video gone? Yeah, this video is unavailable. He's gone too. He was canceled for making... Okay, yeah, we'll talk about why he was canceled. This didn't age well. Someone said it's giving Discord mod. Okay, I don't have a problem with Discord mods, frankly. I don't think it's wrong to admit when you're not attracted to someone. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think you should be allowed to do that. I am not attracted to Kevin. First video of him with the boyfriend playing and him doing the thing, and then of him doing the thing. Oh God. No, I still think I'm attracted to men. I need to talk to my therapist. The Kevin video was very popular. There's no way to get around it. For the most part, the sentiments I was seeing of people stitching him, duetting him, replying in the comment section were like, oh my God, he's so hot. He figured it out. The confidence this man must have gotten, the influx of confidence must have been astounding, because then inevitably, because this became a trend, okay, other men on TikTok, whether they were popular already or not, started duetting Kevin to try and mimic this move, the awkward fixing your collar, singing along, and then move. I don't know why I keep doing it. There's no other way to describe it. What is it? Leering? There's no other way to put it. I don't even want to call it checking out, because I think checking out is way more subtle than that. Like, if you check me out, just don't let me catch you. That's the whole thing. Girls too. I don't like it. It's not fun. Like, in theory, it's like, oh, cool, they checked me out. Cool. It's something I want to hear about after the fact. I don't want to hear about it in the moment. Okay, I don't want to see you doing it. Is that my ick? This is not about me. But guys were duetting Kevin and being like, I can do that, because these are mostly men who are already believing themselves to be very attractive. It was giving very much theater versus movie acting, okay? It was giving overly cartoony movements and way too obvious. Like, to this point, if someone did what a lot of these guys were doing to me, I would just be like, something in your eye, like, what is happening? Then Kevin, again, so emboldened by the women simping in his comment section, that he didn't just let this slide. No, he would correct these guys and be like, you're doing it wrong. And then would do correct. He'd be like, here's what you're doing. And then would mimic their mimicking him, and then do his original. Oh God, the confidence you have to have as a man to do this is insane to me. Not just be like, hey man, good try. No, you're doing it wrong. I am the female gaze king. Oh God. So this one, for example, Kevin versus Paul. When you're not confident enough for the Kevin, they started calling it the mother fluffing Kevin. And then this guy is Andrew Lecoute, I think. And he's just like glancing at someone across the room. It's like, yeah, that's how I flirt. Like, we're doing something and I look at you. The end. We're done. No, but this is it. Small glances only. Stare at me like Kevin and I'll run. Later on in the week after this started is when I started being shown other people's videos, specifically women, but also women who are attracted to women, being like, if there was ever a doubt I had that I wasn't attracted to men, this confirmed it for me. I feel like I'm missing something. Why are you finding this attractive? Like, it was a lot of that. And so again, I was like, am I only into it? I don't think so. I think I'm just not into this one dude. Okay. See more comments like, no hate to Kevin, but if I saw Kevin looking at me like he did, I'd be running away. The energy around him scares me. He's creeping me out. Yeah, I feel way safer with you than Kevin. I do not understand the hype with Kevin, so please go ahead and do it. Kevin legit scares me. You are literally beautiful and actually funny, so I'm staying here. The immediate look away, shiver, reposition. Kevin who? Your whole energy is what Kevin does in a look. Oh, so like his overall demeanor versus like the look that Kevin gave. And even then, like he's just sitting there talking to someone. Disinterested? Is that? Now that Kevin is canceled, I volunteer as replacement, and it's angry reactions. You know what? You're funny. I think you're funny. So this guy, Curly FUQ, duetted Kevin and was mimicking him, okay? And then a girl duetted that and said, nope, not the same. And this is his response.
Nope, sorry, not the same. You know what? First of all, I didn't ask. And second of all, there should be nothing wrong with me trying to, bring across the feeling that Kevin did in a video for a trend. And you know what? Throughout this entire experiment, you know what I learned? You know what I learned during this whole experiment is that these eyes, they're full of judgment.
Some people shouldn't be on the internet, I just think, or at least should not be public facing. People are going to give you shit on the internet. And you have the right to respond just as they have the right to respond. The I didn't ask is where you get me. You put it online for a trend where women were replying to Kevin and calling him, the pinnacle of the female gaze. So obviously, you putting in that there, you were kind of hoping that you could, capitalize on people finding him hot by finding you hot because you probably think you're hot, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with finding yourself attractive. She replied because you put it on the internet, because she has the ability to, because you had duets on or stitches on, and that is the ability if someone has. Even if you don't have it on, people have the ability to stitch your videos and all of that. Though she also, posting that online, she has the ability for you to respond. But yeah, same. People have the ability to respond to this. I put this on the internet. Take with it what you will. I'm sure there are people who will disagree with me with my assessment of this whole thing. I'm sure there's people who will be like, no, you are a lesbian. I'm sure there are people who will interpret this whole video as they will. And that's kind of the nature of being online. You either decide, okay, that comment section is not for me, or these replies are not for me, which that's why I spend very little time in my comment section. It's not for me. It's for you, the viewer, to discuss the video that I put out there. I give it to you. You comment it as you will. You write me an essay that I will or will not read. It's for the viewer. It's not for me, really, at this point. Or you fist fight people in the comment sections, or you do a duet video where you come across as like really angry. Just saying it's unrelated to the point of this video, but So I'm sure you're wondering about all of this. Is like, okay, when is she going to talk about the female gaze? Well, the female gaze is a fairly new phenomenon, and to talk about it, I kind of have to talk about the male gaze first. So let me do that. So male gaze, this is from the Wikipedia definition of it. In feminist theory, the male gaze is the act of depicting women and the world in the visual arts and in literature from a masculine heterosexual perspective that presents and represents women as sexual objects for the pleasure of heterosexual male viewer. That is where we're starting from. It's a term for feminist in feminist theory. We're looking for through media from a feminist lens. No film school in their video, it looks like breaking this down for male gaze examples. It says many male gaze shots come in medium close-up shots of women from over a man's shoulder, shots that pan across and over while fixating on a woman's body, and close-ups on various body parts, which show a man actively observing a passive woman. That's from like the actual shot perspective of things, but it's literally the depiction of a woman in media, literature, etc. Okay, often one-dimensional sexual being. The female gaze, while still being explored, it's essentially how women see women in their own eyes, not how women see men. Much like the male gaze, except instead of being seen for their looks, women are now looked up for their personalities, the interactions they have, and more. And this is from millsthunderbolt.com, male gaze versus female gaze. And the female gaze in general, it's not really depicted in that. And again, I guess I shouldn't say it's being depicted wrong, because the female gaze is fairly new, and so it's still being explored. But it's my understanding that it's mainly for how women are depicted in media and how women view them in media, and what women necessarily want to see as a viewer or a reader of their characters, Again, I don't want to say that they're using it wrong because it's still being explored, but traditionally it's how women view women in the media that they're consuming. TikTok sees the female gaze as, I'm attracted to this man, therefore this is the female gaze, and it's just not really it. There's nothing wrong with finding someone attractive on the internet. Like, I made a TikTok not too long ago about when you accidentally fall for thirst traps. Like, in general, the concept of thirst traps, male, female, it doesn't matter to me. I kind of think it's cringe. When I make one, I think it's cringe, like when it's like you watch that, you were like, I look so fucking hot. And then I posted it. Like, it's so cringe to me, the whole concept. This whole video is cringe. I understand I make cringe content. My dad got really offended on my behalf because this guy who was giving him shit for his YouTube channel said that, and his daughter has a cringe channel. And I was like, I mean, yeah. And he was like, no, you do not. He went all Papa Bear mode. The female gaze comments are just, it gets thrown around a lot. It's like the phrase gaslighting, like me gaslighting parasocial relationships. What was the other one that they were using wrong recently? Oh, grooming. Grooming is being thrown around a lot. Grooming is a very serious, ongoing manipulation tactic. It's not a singer on stage kissing a fan. It's just not. You can have an issue with the power dynamics. Absolutely. But to say that that's grooming is not the same thing. It's just not. Anyways, this video is probably demonetized now because I said the word grooming. Anyway, shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon. If you'd also like to support me on Patreon, leave a list down below. It's just not what the female gaze is. And it's like, even then, it's like, okay, let's say it is the female gaze. This guy looking at you that way, I don't think it's like, I guess it could be how you could see it as how he's depicted in that. But it's like, if it's just types of men that you're attracted to, okay, let's bring back men. Let's talk about other guys. Let's talk about what I'm attracted to on TikTok. Fuck it. We're making this about me. The type of men I'm attracted to. Lately, I'm learning, maybe this is me getting older or the fact that I have a very inconsistent, insane job. But I'm really attracted to guys who can do stuff. That one TikToker who just plays music in his background while he's cooking in his parents' house. I don't even care that he's cooking in his parents' house. He's got like tattoos up his arm. Hot. He's like having fun cooking. The food looks great. I'm like, great. This is female gaze. We're done. You can have a skill. Cool. The guys who can like make stuff like carpentry and stuff, like those guys, hot. I have a crush on the entirety of home inspection TikTok. All of you. None of you ever show your faces for the most part. I don't even care. You show me where the rot is on this shitty flipped house with like a knife. You just go like, oh, look, can we find the rot? And you find the rot. And I'm like, oh my God. How does he do it? So yeah, I'm attracted to guys who can have real jobs or can do things. And in case anyone, because every time I make jokes like this or whatever, I get comments where it's like, and what do you bring to the table? 6 figures and a cute ass. That's what I bring to the table, among other things. But that's the important parts. As far as POV goes, POV is point of view, obviously. And TikTok uses POV just incorrectly. It means a different thing. And I know I'm not the only one who thinks this, because when I was at Playlist Live, a TikToker was on stage. I've talked about this person before in regards to toxic positivity, because she was on stage at Playlist Live and she was chatting with a bunch of us during this like one panel. And she was talking about, she was like, so like for me, I made a POV of like a cheerleader on game day, but like a nice POV because I'm a nice cheerleader and I'm nice. And I was like, oh, honey. I could see her when she would drop her smile. I could tell her cheeks were hurting. And I was like, oh goodness, I'm so worried about, it's my generation still, you know, but it's like, I just get, it's the big sister. I'm an elder Gen Z. I feel bad. Okay. I'm a baby millennial or elder Gen Z. I'm a cusp person, depending on who you ask. The big sister in me, I'm like, oh God, you know, you don't have to do that. My point is with bringing that up is that because she said the phrase POV, the host, the running Playlist Live was like, oh, so what it was, you had like the phone, like he was trying to break down the logistics of the video itself to explain to the crowd how you can kind of emulate this in your own content, basically. And so he was like, so you had the camera here and you went around and you filmed it like this. And she was like, no, it was like a POV. It's like, I'm on camera. And he was like, okay, he was genuinely trying to understand how POV went. And so I said, because I was right up front, I was like, POV means something different on TikTok. And he was like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, I'm picturing you having your phone in front of your face, showing your perspective on game day. That's what I'm picturing. And I'm like, nope. POV is basically like, I am the person and it's my point of view. POV, you're filming a YouTube video. Hi, here's the insanity that is my life. You know, like this while you're filming yourself. If you're on camera, it's technically not, you know, first person point of view, which is what you're kind of trying to make it seem like. You're speaking of what you're doing as first person point of view, like point of view, POV, you, the viewer, are having this experience, but you're showing a second person POV because you are on camera as this person whose perspective it's supposed to be. It's just not right. You know, that one I can say it's not correct because you're using second person POV when you're speaking of first person POV, which is, again, the meaning of things can change over time. And I don't want to discount that because the meaning of phrases, terms, words in general can change over time, especially as they are adapted by new generations. And so TikTok vernacular in general, I'm just going to make a TikTok dictionary. There we go. Coming to you as an ebook for 99 cents. TikTok dictionary. We'll see how long it takes for TikTok to sue me. That's really it. There's nothing much more. I mean, it's incorrect, but I mean, it's not going to stop. POVs are a very popular genre of content on TikTok. So whether it's used incorrectly or not, it's not going to change. And good luck commenting. That's not what POV means because everyone just doesn't like you all of a sudden then. It doesn't go well. Jarvis did a really good video on one of his other channels talking about how male gaze Kevin sucks. Basically, people went through his account, obviously, because when you find someone attractive, the first thing you do is stalk all their socials, apparently. Which, fair. They're social media people. It's TikTok. If it's public, good luck. It's not the same thing as like Instagram where they get alerted. I mean, you can be alerted, but like TikTok's, like I have videos from months ago that still get a ton of views. It's crazy on TikTok. Never really know what's going to be promoted when. Some people found some old videos from Kevin where he's, you know, making jokes about assaulting women and domestic violence. It was a lot of domestic violence jokes. Basically, someone got a video recording of a live stream that Kevin did where Kevin was like, people are saying this guy looks like me. And it was someone with the same, also named Kevin with like a different bit of his screen name in there, like Dumb Kevin or something like that, or Evil Kevin. But he was Evil Kevin, so it was just another Kevin. There was like a 3 in his name or something. I don't know. But he was like, this guy's ruining my name. This guy looks like me, but it's not. It's literally not me. It's the same fucking dude.
Okay? I'm not going to be led to believe that this person is me. It is not me. That is not me. That person has nothing to do with me.
Keep in mind the blue ceiling.
Oh my...
It's literally here! It's the the fucking video! Right here!
He's the same person. It's all him. So it was that where he was like trying to claim that the videos that people were saying were him from from earlier this year even weren't him. And then I saw another one. God, let me find it. So this is a video he posted, but they added the Homelander audio to it because it was joking that this was his villain origin story. So I can't post it because they will claim it. But it's basically him being like, you think I can't rebuild? You think I don't know I'm hot? I know I'm hot. I built my audience because I'm hot and funny. You didn't give me this platform. You can't take it away from me. I'll build it on my own. Wanna bet? Never challenge the internet for things like that. It doesn't go well, especially when, I mean, I don't know what platform he had before this, but the platform he has now is entirely because women found him attractive. And then they found the domestic violence thing and everyone was like, no. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Be honest, did you find Kevin attractive? Do you know what the female gaze means? Do you think I'm wrong in my interpretation based on the breakdowns of the female gaze? Do you think you and your friends passed the Bechdel test? Do you think guys with real jobs are attractive? Let me know. Comment down below. Reminder, I have a podcast, the Swell Shenanigans Podcast. Reminder, I have merch like that mug back there, and I am doing limited merch drops for each video now. Try and see how that plays out. There will be a merch drop for this video. I don't know the design yet, but I'm sure it'll come to me. Maybe a sexy lamp. Shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon. If you'd also like to support me on Patreon, link listed down below. If you'd like to find me on social media, that'll be up here. And that's going to be it. Goodbye. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Thank you, Alan, Cameron, Christopher, Chris P, Crash PC, China, Dirty One, Don, Elliot, Evan, Eric, Eol, Hopeless Incognito, Isaiah, Jack Array, James, Joe, John M, Jordan, Joseph, Kenny, Kim, Kristen Lamb, Lexi, Luis, Matt, O, Matthew S, Meme Lord, Michael J, Micah, Nathan, Nathaniel, Pat, Penn, Richard, Rob, Red, Robert, Ross, Sam, Serena, Ryan, Sierra, Skylar, Simon, Tasha, Timothy, Heavenly, Plastic, Tom, Qwerty, Randy, Winter, Wendy, William, Zendries, Wink.